Have you ever wondered why they don't teach you about money in school? I asked my dad that same question when I was a kid. He was a brilliant man, a PhD, a top government employee. He looked at me and said something that changed my life. Because the government doesn't allow us to teach that subject. School isn't supposed to teach you about money. School is designed to teach you one thing, how to get a job. But isn't the point of a job to make money? I asked. He just shook his head. No, the point is just to get the job. That confusion, that single conversation, sent me on a journey. My dad, my poor dad, gave me the best advice of my life. He said, if you want to learn about money, don't ask me, I'm a government employee. Go ask your friend Mike's dad, he's an entrepreneur. What's the difference, I asked. He said, an entrepreneur has to know about money or they go out of business. An employee doesn't. The company or the government takes care of them. So at 9 years old, I knocked on the door of my rich dad. I was persistent, and he finally agreed to teach me, but with one condition: I will never pay you, he said. The moment I pay you, you start to think like an employee. That's the trap. Entrepreneurs work for free. You never want a paycheck. Your job is to discover how to make money, not earn a wage. My 9-year-old brain was about to explode. So how did he teach me? He pulled out a Monopoly board. For years I worked for him for free. I ran his errands. I helped with his businesses. I learned about marketing, accounting, and sales. And in return, we played Monopoly. One day I got frustrated. When are you going to actually teach me about money? He just smiled. What do you think we're doing? He pointed to the board. The secret to wealth is right here. It's the most important formula I can ever teach you. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. I was confused. That's it? That's the secret? He said, that's it. Now go do it in the real world. Years later, I watched him do exactly that. He bought 1 small property on Waikiki Beach, then another and another. He pieced it all together, just like a Monopoly board. He put his 4 greenhouses together to build 1 giant red hotel. That property, it became the Hyatt Regency, and it later sold for $800 million. That's how I learned. Not in a classroom, but in the real world. I made mistakes. I faced crises. I was betrayed, and every single failure made me stronger. School teaches you to be afraid of mistakes. It teaches you that there's only right and wrong, but life isn't like that. Life is where you grow. The biggest obstacle isn't your education or your bank account. It's your mindset. Poverty is a mindset, passed down from one generation to the next. You've heard the words, get a safe job, work hard, rich people are greedy, we can't afford that. These are the words that build cages around your potential. The school system will train you to be an employee, a doctor, or a lawyer, but it will never teach you the language of money, accounting, debt, taxes, and investing. So who do you learn from? You must find real teachers, not the fake teachers who teach subjects they've never applied in their own lives. A real teacher is someone who does what they teach every single day. My accountants, my lawyers, my bankers, my team, they are my real teachers. This brings us to the most important lesson. The difference between the rich mindset and the poor mindset comes down to 2 simple phrases. The poor mindset says, I can't afford it. It's a statement. It's an end. It shuts your brain down. The rich mindset asks a question. How can I afford it? A question opens your mind. A question forces you to seek answers, to find solutions, to build a team. How can I do this? Who can help me? What do I need to learn? So I'm telling you what they don't want you to know. Don't let your mind be your biggest liability. Make it your greatest asset. Stop playing by the rules of a game you're designed to lose. Find your game. Find your specialty. Ask the right questions and go build your empire. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel.